start with a template like this, and typically you would print it at 30% or 20% opacity, so it's not dark black. You're going to start at the very center. And for today, I'm just going to use a black marker, but you can use whatever colors you want. You can use fine tip for drawing the lines and a thicker tip for coloring in. You're going to start at the center and make just a line, just going straight up, one line. Then you're going to turn your paper and make a matching line, and turn your paper and make a matching line, and turn your paper and make a matching line. So you now have 4 lines that match. Now you could just make a cross in the center and it would be done, but that kind of partially defeats the purpose of the exercise. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to turn it another quarter turn, or that was I guess an eighth of a turn, and we're going to do another line here.
It's hard to do that.
And I'll turn another quarter turn and make a line.
This one?
And good. And a quarter turn and make a line.
It's like a spider.
And a quarter turn
So straightly
and make a line. Now we can go, you see I'm going to make a diagonal here and turn. And you just keep working in this way all the way around. And the reason that we're turning it is to help with the symmetry. When you're just drawing a line, it's going to be less symmetrical than if you're doing one at a time, one. You start to form a pattern and you're training your hand. That looks great. You're training your hand to work in the same way. So now we're going to connect that there. And all the lines that I'm doing are not planned. I don't have any expectations or plans or goals for this exercise. I just want to work. And a typical mandala will get more and more intricate as you go out. Now we have these beautiful lines. I want to make something kind of a little bit more organic now, kind of a curve. So I'll start here and curve to there. You can see what happens if I don't turn it. The curves look a little bit off, and the more that I maintain the motion of drawing and turning, the more alike it remains. Now here I'm going to go back to, let's do another curve. We'll start here. Now it would be easy to just carry it all the way down, but I kind of like going around. And I want to try to keep it as fluid as possible. And don't overthink it, just keep flowing. And now I'm here, and I'll bring it down the rest of the way.
We can't miss the look.
I think it's great. We'll keep practicing. I have a little partner over here working on her own. And if I was using different colors, I might have changed colors once or twice by now. I might not have, who knows. Now I kind of like how this is looking, but I want to add a little bit more visual interest. So I'm going to start here and make lines going through. That looks really good.
I can't make the lines. I can't do it here. See? I can't do it right here. I'll do this, okay?
And I'm doing my lines all the way around here. And I kind of like how that looks. And I try to do the same number of lines on each one, but sometimes I lose focus. And what started out as 6 has now become 5, but it looks okay. And now I want a little more interest here, so I'll do some vertical lines on these ones. You can see I'm starting to become sloppy and not take my time and not focus, and I have little overlaps there. So just keep your focus, but don't overthink it. It's beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the next section of our mandala here, and I'm going to start here and just make kind of a half squiggle. Let's do the next one, a half squiggle. Now this is one that you could skip the shorter lines here and just do the 4 corners, but I want to go all the way around. And so these middle ones are going to go all the way up to the top, and the corner ones are just going to go kind of to the center. And then, let's see, now we're going to do
focus.
Some little bumpies. Little bumpy guys here. And that one I'm only going to do every other side. And just keep it light and airy. I like that. Now on these ones, in the middle, I'm going to make some dots. I'll start with a big one, and I'll work my way smaller. Now the best way to do that, to keep it the same, is now to start the first one, same size, and turn. Do that one, and turn. That one, and turn. Now the next one, a little smaller. I think you're doing great. There's no such thing as mess ups, it's art. That's a great lesson for all of us to remember. When we're doing art, you might not like what you just did, like I don't like how that goes there, but it's art, and there are no mess-ups ever. There's just differences, and that's okay. Okay, so that's 4, and I have 6 total. Do another one there. And just keep working your way around. And this might be a good time to
see what you're doing.
I know it's a little hard, I'm moving kind of quick here. Now might be another good time to switch colors, or maybe not, depending on what you're doing. Part of me wants to keep this one all black and white, part of me doesn't. So, from here, I'm going to go ahead and do another line there. And bring it around. And this is all the flow from my little head. Nothing planned. No worries. Kind of like that though. And the idea is to go from the center and work your way out, but you don't have to do that. If you get stuck, if you want to do something different, you can. I'm going to do, I think, that's lovely. What do I want to do here? Okay, so you get to a point where you're a little stuck.